Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Aussie Tech Heads episode 537, recorded on the 8th of June, 2017. I don't know about you, but it's cold up here on the Gold Coast. And I don't know, must
freezing.
Be,
freezing here.
It must be 14 degrees.
14, that's nothing. It's about 9 here.
Let me have a look. Hang on, let me have a look. I'll get my trusty iPhone out. I should ask Siri. I'm trying to put her to work, trying to make her earn her money. But it's 12. I thought I was cold. All right. Now,
have you got your heater on?
No, I've got a jumper on. That'll do me. I'll warm up later when I watch the Sharkies. Now, yes, we are brought to you by Aussie Tech Heads Web Hosting, athwebhosting.com.au, as said before the show in that little ad that I do. You know, I know you guys listen to it. Probably all skip through it. And, on the hosting panel tonight, as you would have heard, we've got Eric and Jason. Hi, Eric. How you going?
Hello, sir. Hello, Jason.
I'm the quiet one who doesn't talk that much compared to Eric.
Oh, come off it. Should have heard him. You should have heard him pre-show. All sorts of bawdy jokes.
Oh, they missed out on that. That's
right. Yeah, maybe once.
Wait till Glenn gets the NBN. We can live stream the pre-show and keep everyone happy.
Yeah.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yes.
I'm gonna have a $50 bet with Glenn that I get the NBN before he does.
Oh,
$50.
I'll bet that I get it before either of you.
You've already got it.
Now, dang.
Now, what?
I win.
Why would you want to bet that, Eric? What's?
I don't know. Just make it interesting.
Yeah.
So I can put the rocket up a few people and
now,
give me something to do.
There was a story going around this week about the NBN over HFC. I think.
Yes.
I sent that one to you.
Yes, you sent it to me. That's right. And
I saw that.
Yeah, I started looking around and reading the story and everything, and it had actually been out in April as well. Like, it must have been a bit of an older sort of a story.
April to June 2018, the HFC. So we're on track, both you and I. But I'm just wondering who will have it on premises first.
Well, hopefully I will.
Then we'll do a speed test, and there'll be another $50.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. But look, it's. I'm still on cable. Yes, I'm still going all right. But anyway, we don't want to talk about the NBN.
Eric's going to go into the office where he's got a T1 dedicated line and do a speed test and post that. Go, I beat you.
Yes.
I think you'll be able to work that one out with the IP address.
Well, I remember when 4G...
You do a trace in the IP address and it won't be my home.
Remember when 4G first came out? I remember I was up in Surface and I was getting, on my phone, I was doing about 60 down and 60 up. It was crazy. Nice. Crazy town.
The most I've got on my 4G phone in the city, just outside the city, so it wasn't congested, but all the aerials were there, was 115.
Nice.
Yeah, on your phone. Wow, yeah.
On the phone, down, and it was about 85 up.
Yeah, wow, that is good, isn't it? That's pretty good. But yeah, look, it's going to come. It'll be here soon. Yeah, I think I'm slated for June to December next year. It's coming. I think it's got to come sooner than that. I can't see why. But,
I'm not going to hold my breath, that's for sure.
But the story that Jay sent me, it was all about, they reckon that they've, in a test lab, they've achieved 1 gigabit per second over HFC. And so that's awesome. So if that can come
nice pipe dream, isn't it?
Yeah, if that can come to the real world, if that could come to Rabina, I'd be happy with that. Imagine a gig down. That's great.
Well, look, after everyone's on it, though, I reckon it'll slow down to about 500, but I'm fine with that. 500 down and 50 up.
That's the reason we only do a weekly show at the moment, is because it takes a week for Glenn to upload one episode of our show.
There you go. That's right.
Turn it up
when we finish it.
What about when we first started, like back in 2006, we couldn't even do video. And
no, that's right.
Yeah, and I think my upload speed back then was only about, would it have been 64K? No,
128 max. 128 max you would have got.
Yeah. It wasn't very much. It was pretty pathetic. And you only got 12 gig a month as your whole allowance,
Remember when we used to get 10 meg a month?
Yeah,
well, 28K modem.
I think those the 56 modems, I think they were pretty much unlimited, weren't they, for bandwidth wise?
I used to get. Wasn't unlimited
for downloads. You used to get like 10 meg a month from Aussie Mail. Remember Aussie Mail?
Yeah. Because I think I downloaded. I worked out I could download about, would it be 3 meg every 10 minutes, something like that?
Wow.
Yeah, something huge. Something huge.
God, I can download a movie now, 3 gig movie in about 10 minutes.
I know, yeah. On that Telstra T box, stuff like that. You can see, yeah, it's good. But yes. So look,
Or when Aussie Mail used to charge you per hour of
Or
connection.
per byte.
Yeah.
oh yuck.
There was this one company in Sydney that would charge you if somebody emailed you
Oh my God.
by the kilobyte. They would charge the person receiving it. So we always joked that we'd zip up Netscape.exe and email it to somebody on there, and it'd just blow them. They'd have to pay like $200 for that month.
Well, you know when you had those
It was
fax,
shocking.
you know the fax modems that you used to chuck in your machine. Well, I
Yeah.
remember that, you know, people that used to annoy me. I used to just send them a random text file just over the fax, and they just go through the night until the paper ran out. They used to annoy
And
me.
they were good because they were the days before caller ID.
Well, you could spoof it anyway. You put another number on the top of the
Yeah,
paper, so they
that's
didn't
right.
know. So yeah, I did that to a couple of people, a couple of businesses that did wrong by me. But
Yeah, so if you're listening,
yeah.
suck in.
Yeah, it was Glenn.
I might owe you a couple of reams of paper. But you can find
I
us.
used to get people who had the university slip connection. Remember there was
Oh.
slip?
Yes, slip.
And
Yep.
they'd have like well, one guy had just the text console and doing IRC chatting and email and stuff. So I had this program that was an email bomb, and you send it to his email address and it scrambles his terminal
Right.
because of the control characters that were in it.
But
You just had
Some
to-
of those IRC chat forums had some pretty wild stuff on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
But the stuff
he was
people used to
really-
post on there, holy.
he was really nasty guy. So his wife thought it was funny because he's always I'm big tough and everything. So she's like, "Who did this? Who sent this?" I was like, she's like, "Was it you?" I was like, "Yeah." And then she messaged me, "Can you please tell me how to unscramble his screen because he's getting pretty cranky." I was like, "Just type in reset on the
Yeah.
command line or clear, and that's it."
Yeah.
But there was another
Oh, well, you
friend-
know, if you're a tool, you're a tool.
yeah, and there was another friend of mine who used to use university dial-up to be able to get it'd take him 2 hours of redialing before he could get a line and
Oh,
talk to his
God.
girlfriend.
How much time did we waste doing that?
Yeah.
And so he was
Holy.
on the IRC chat, and jokingly, people would say, "If you want ops on this channel, press Alt F4," which would of course quit you out of the IRC, and everyone laugh at you. But I said, as a joke to him on the channel, press +++ for ops, knowing what kind of connection he had, and +++ was the Hayes compatible modem signal for hang up the phone. So it hung up his connection. He thought, Jason's just being silly. +++ won't do anything.
No.
Oh, we were in a share house, and he was in the room across the hall from me. He came running across. What the hell? It's like that says hang up to the modem.
Yeah.
It's like it took me 2 hours of redialing to get onto that connection.
Oh, that's
My
over.
2
girlfriend's
hours.
wondering where I've gone. I can't ring her because it cost you $100 a minute.
Yeah, I think. Oh, look, I remember the 1200 board modems. Don't get me started. Look, if you want to break the speed barriers, you can find us on Facebook.com/Aussie Tech Heads, YouTube.com/Aussie Tech Heads, and did you have a look at the brand new webpage? So go to
Yes.
AussieTechHeads.com.au/podcast and have a look at the brand new webpage. You can leave us a voicemail message. So there's a couple of
Ooh.
spots. Yes, right down the bottom, or there's a little tab at the side.
This is Eric. You suck.
And if you want to see Glenn's web design and back-end payment e-commerce skills, have a look at my website,
Yes.
alliancepartners.com.au.
Yeah, I did a little integrated Stripe for Eric into his.
I can see what else you've done on your site. You've got those horrible Aussie Tech Heads would like to send you push notifications to your browser.
Oh, you're one of those people now.
No, I don't want that.
Why not? But it
I
only
don't
does.
want push notifications to my browser.
Oh, they're awesome! Every time the show notes go up, or every time
Yeah, and
something
you
happens.
you do that on every website that wants to do that. You sit there all day, pop-ups coming up everywhere.
Yeah, well, look, if you don't like, if I get too many complaints, I'll take it down.
It's
you bloody
okay for our
crybabies.
show.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, look, jump on there, send us a message like Damien did. So good on you, Damien. He's had a look at the new webpage, and he sent me a email. Doing a great job, guys, with the podcast. Really enjoyed this end. I don't know what this end is. Hopefully it's a good end. But keep it up and cheers. Probably one, maybe. It's probably a phone autocorrect. So anyway.
And it says you can support us on Patreon too.
Yes, well, that's coming. That is coming. I haven't worked out what we're going to do with the tiers yet.
And if you go to my payment site, just pay me whatever you want. Even if I haven't done anything for you, just go in there. We take credit card, rack up those points on your American Express, no problem.
That's the quickest way to get points, isn't it?
Quickest way to get points, pay it to me.
If you don't know what to do with your tears, just grab a tissue.
He's right. Grab a Kleenex. Exactly. I've had a lot of tears. But look, hopefully, yeah, there's a couple of things that aren't there. I think it's the Patreon and the sponsorship page. But, we're going to try and get all that up and try and get some things moving so we can hopefully do a more polished show, as if it's not already polished enough. Yes, okay. So now you've seen the webpage. The show notes are on the webpage. And now what I've done is I've put in the show notes at the top. You can also play that episode from the top of the show notes. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? So yeah, get into that. Now, look, there's a couple of stories around this week, but most of the stories are Apple related because of the WWDC that happened through the week. And look, I think the Aussie Mac Zone did a whole episode on that. I haven't listened to them yet, unfortunately. I haven't even watched the Apple keynote yet, but I know Eric is on tonight, and he's watched half of it at least, but the parts he didn't skip. So we'll hear a bit about that.
I watched the good bits.
Yeah, good, and skip the rest. How do you know the bits you skipped weren't good?
Oh, look, I started off watching them. Yeah. I don't like what he or she's wearing. Fast forward.
Fair enough. That's how you do tech these days.
Right. That's how you do tech. Completely subjective.
Yeah, that's right. Now, look, before we get into the Apple stuff, let's try and start off with something else, just to keep it real. Kaspersky takes Microsoft to court in Europe in Windows Defender antitrust complaint. So it's on again. It's on again.
Oh, here we go.
Kaspersky Lab. Aren't they Russian? Are they Russian, Kasperskys?
I think so.
Polish, maybe? I don't know.
So Kaspersky Lab has filed antitrust complaints against Microsoft, the European Commission, and the German Federal Cartel Office. I guess that's probably because it's the only place it's probably likely to get up.
Kaspersky Lab is a Russian multinational cybersecurity and antivirus provider.
It is Russian.
Russia, comrade.
Thank you very much. Now,
so if you support Putin,
get shot.
And Bill Shorten.
Kaspersky said that Microsoft is abusing its dominance in the PC operating system market, creating obstacles for independent software security vendors by distributing its own Defender antivirus software. Well, I don't care. And neither does
nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, neither does Microsoft, because they've come out in their statement and said, Microsoft in a statement said that their primary objective is to keep customers protected. We are confident that the security features of Windows 10 comply with competition laws and will answer any questions regulators may have.
Kaspersky's just annoyed because no one buys their software because it's rubbish.
I remember I had a lot of trouble when Windows 10 first came out. Maybe Microsoft slipped a little bit of code in there for especially for them. But when you updated from 7 to 10, Kaspersky was one of the programs that just disappeared. It just went.
Oh, what a shame. Is McAfee still there?
Yeah.
So that's a hideous thing too.
Norton's
oh God, yeah. What happened to Norton?
Oh,
are they still around?
Oh, yeah.
Because they're so clunky.
Yeah.
I was showing my girlfriend one of those John McAfee videos that he uploaded when he went loopy. Yeah. I couldn't explain it. I'm like, you just got to see it to try and understand. Here he is with his guns and his semi-naked women and.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bath salts.
Yeah, takes a crazy person to design software.
If you want a good laugh, go just YouTube. That McAfee, whatever his name is. What's his name?
John.
Yeah, John McAfee. That's him. Yeah. So I don't know. Is it Kaspersky? I don't know. Windows Defender. Same with Internet Explorer. That last antitrust thing that they had. Like Microsoft created Windows. It's their product, and as they said, shouldn't they be allowed to make it secure? Like if it's not secure, people won't buy the product.
Not only that, if it's not secure, everyone complains, and then you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Yeah.
They get a bad name if you get all these viruses and whatnot. but they do something about it, and everyone's jumping up and down. Just let them be.
But I think they're like over in Europe. They're a bit of a mecca for bloody antitrust suits, aren't they? Hasn't Google and everyone's gone through them?
Well, I think because Microsoft lost that case in Germany, and everyone's going, oh well, I'll sue them out of Germany because I've got a better chance. But I don't know about this one.
Yeah, I don't know either. But anyway, we'll watch this space. But so all I know is Kaspersky was one of those hard ones when you updated. But yeah, and if you didn't know your logins and your serial numbers or whatever, geez, it was hard to get back online with them.
Well, no thanks.
But yeah, that's right. Look, what else have I got? I'll do a couple here. Kogan, he's back in the news. He's going to sell NBN services from Vodafone. He's creating quite a little empire, isn't he?
Yeah,
he is. I'd like to see his financials actually.
Well, yeah, that'd be interesting. I'd like to see him too, but I doubt you're going to. Is his company? Is it a private company or a public company?
Yeah, I think it's private.
Yeah, right. So you're never going to know what's going on.
No, not really.
But look, just for something, here's a picture of him with a fish. Now, so
was that fish laying the cable? Is that what it was doing?
It might have been. He might have been showing us that he could reel that fish in faster. Or the NBN is faster than he could reel that fish in.
Yes, possibly.
So he is going to resell NBN services from Vodafone beginning 2018.
I didn't even know Vodafone had decided to sell NBN services.
No,
that's a new one.
Vodafone only announced that in October last year.
Right.
And it expected its release of its first broadband bundles to be in the coming months. So specific plans from Ruslan will be detailed closer to the launch in 2018. And
Kogan.com is a public company.
Oh, there you go. It's public.
What is it? Oh, it's gone public, has it?
Yep.
Oh, well, I'm going to do a bit of research on that fella, see how much money he's making, or is he all talk? That's what I want to know.
He's the new Dick Smith, don't you know?
What's that?
He's the new Dick Smith.
He's the new...
Looks like him.
He's the new Dick in town.
Yeah.
He's the new... Definitely.
So...
Bought the right.
But look, no, I think he's going all right. Look, I've been on his site. I've been looking at his TVs. I know Adam... What was Adam... who's that guy we had on before, Jace? I don't know.
The journalist?
Yeah, the journalist. What was his name?
Adam Turner.
Adam.
Yes, Adam Turner. Sorry, Adam. I couldn't think of your last
that's his
name.
name.
Yeah, I knew Adam. I couldn't think of his last name. But yeah, I know he sort of scolded me for even thinking about getting the Kogan TVs. But I've been having.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yep.
I've been having a look at them. I was looking at the 55-inch. Like 55-inch for $500. Can you go wrong? I don't know.
Yeah, you can because the quality's rubbish.
Yeah, reviews say it's good.
You know what? You're better off spending $1,000 and getting a Sony.
Yeah, but you can't get the same size. That's the problem.
Oh, you can.
TCL is good. I got a TCL.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about TCL, but my favourite is Sony for TVs.
Well, Sony would be good if I earned money. That'd be good.
Fair enough.
But
It's Samsung. It can listen to you and tell you what you want.
Well, yeah,
that's right. And then it blows up in your pocket.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for the winter, keep you warm.
That's right. Good for the winter.
Yes. But strangely enough, I don't know if I spoke about this before, but the TVs at Kogan, if you buy a 65-inch TV, they only deliver Metropolitan. They won't deliver to me. So
you're in Metropolitan. What are you talking about? You're not that far out of town.
We're way out as far as...
He's in the boonies.
Yeah, as far as...
Hang on. Rabina's not out of...
But it's not... But Metro is capital cities. This is what Metro is.
No.
That's what it means.
Coast doesn't count.
That's right.
In Sydney, Metro is Sydney to Penrith.
Well, and
that's Metro.
Yeah, and everywhere else, you could, like, when you do surveys and all this sort of stuff, it's like if you go Queensland, Brisbane, Queensland regional. We're regional. The Gold Coast is
no.
They think he's like Wollongong.
Yeah, we're regional.
No way.
We are. So anyway,
that's crazy.
So anyway, Kogan doesn't deliver to me. Won't deliver outside Metro. So I wonder if he will deliver to Penrith. I suppose he must. But anyway, beside the point. But he'll deliver a 55-inch. So I'm in with a chance. I've just got to decide whether I'm going to do this or not. I've been umming and ahhing for, as you know, Adam was on a while ago. So I've been umming and ahhing for a little while.
Yeah. Well, hey, you never know. They might be 400 now.
Well, You never know your luck in a big city or in a big regional city. Yes. Now, look, before we get on to Apple, now, Jace, did you find anything, or you're just happy to
Yeah.
plod along? Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you have got a couple there. Okay. Let's talk about your first one, because Eric can probably chime in with that as well.
Yeah, Foxtel launches fresh website blocking injunction for 17 piracy sites. Foxtel might have launched a new budget streaming service to attract new customers to the platform. That doesn't mean it hasn't stopped its relentless attacks on piracy. The subscription TV provider will return to the federal court on August 8, where it will launch its latest application for a website blocking injunction made under Australian anti-piracy laws. After successfully having the Pirate Bay ISO Hunt torrents and Torrent Hound blocked by ISPs last December, Foxtel is seeking an injunction to have another 17 piracy sites blocked. Infringing sites include Yes Movies, Vumu, Lost Movies, Cartoon HD, Put Locker, Watch Series 1, Watch Series 2, Project Free TV 1, Project Free TV 2, Watch Episodes, Watch Episode Series, Watch TV Series, The Dare Tally, Put Locker 9.io,
Oh, good luck.
Locker 9.to, Tollock, and Leet X. So if you were looking for any torrent sites that you hadn't heard
They
of,
just told you. They just told you.
Right. Exactly. Isn't that funny? That's funny.
Oh, that's good on you. Good on you, Foxtel. Well done.
in total, the company has listed 127 key URLs to be blocked to ensure piracy outlets cannot just keep operating.
I'll just go to
using another mirror
their
of
website to have a look at that list.
Yep.
Thanks, Foxtel.
If the application is successful, ISPs like Telstra, Optus, and TPG will have 15 days to comply. While the injunction will be a victory for Foxtel's ongoing war against piracy, the company will be required to pay the affected ISPs $50 per domain that it once blocked. If a new mirror or proxy site does appear after the application, Foxtel will also have to lodge an affidavit with the federal court to alter the original block list. Based on Foxtel's victory last December, it is highly likely the subscription TV provider will be successful in its blocking efforts, although it still has to prove the sites it is targeting have the primary purpose of copyright infringement or the facilitation of copyright infringement. So, just rewind the podcast a couple of minutes, and there's a lovely list of sites to get the latest Game of Thrones or Top Gear or whatever.
No, I could probably get. I can get why they want to do it, but I can get also why Warner Brothers want to do it, want to fight the pirates. I get why MGM want to fight the pirates, but really, does Foxtel, just little Foxtel in Australia, just a pay TV service, doesn't make money out of the actual movies? You know, they're not making them, they're not getting the cut from the movie. Why are they fighting this war?
Well, clearly, it's it is because they have agreements to buy a certain amount of content from the States, right? HBO or Warner Brothers or whoever.
It's a pretty big war that they're fighting.
Yeah, but in order for people to watch the movies on Foxtel, then they must be not given the choice to watch it anywhere else, right? Because otherwise, so for example, best case scenario for Foxtel is you can't pirate anything, you can't go to any of these websites and download anything because they're on the block list. Yeah. So you think, well, I have to pay for it. I've got a Foxtel subscription already. I'll just pay for it on Foxtel, right? So it drives, they're hoping it drives more people to pay for their movies.
Yes.
However, a lot of the movies they get is so far behind that, they're sort of, there's a lag.
Yeah, but what I'm
when I want to watch a movie, it's not on Foxtel.
No, that's right. But what I'm trying to get at is, so Foxtel is only in the Australian market, right? They got, I think there was a stat I saw the other day. They got about 2.7 million subscribers, right? So times that by whatever. So they got, say, a certain amount of money that they got to play with, and they're struggling to get the subscriptions. They're struggling to make money, apparently, right? So. Is it worth
I don't think Murdoch has the trouble making money.
No, but is it worth their time to fight the big fight?
For him, yeah, because a lot of them want to have exclusives on movies. Like,
that's right.
You can only watch Sherlock in Australia on the stand. That's it.
But
so they want to stop people going somewhere else, and you're like, well, I can't watch Sherlock on a torrent, so I'm going to have to pay
$10 a month or whatever it is.
I don't want, but
But if they
watching somewhere else.
if they save the money they save on fighting the pirate fight and reduce the subscriptions, wouldn't that entice, say, more people to subscribe anyway, and thus
I don't think so, because there's no point subscribing to. I think their problems are worse than that. I think they're fighting it on a few fronts, and I think subscription is one of them. They're lowering their prices. If on one front people can't go and buy it or watch it illegally for free, so you cut that off, cut the leg off, and on the other front you're lowering your prices, so it's enticing people. So you're right about that. But the most important thing that they're not doing is the content. If you don't have good content, it doesn't matter if it's $1 a week. No one's going to buy it.
No.
So
now through the week, Foxtel launched their new Foxtel Now, which replaced the Foxtel Play. So
yeah, it's rubbish. I signed up to it, had a look at it. It's rubbish. Cancelled my trial.
Right. So was there a free trial?
They're making their subscriptions
2-week free trial, not even a month. 2 weeks.
They're also removing channels.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, they're always adjusting their channel offerings, but they rolled it out, and it's a bit half-assed because not all the channels are available on a basic pack. Like, for example, right, a basic pack is $15, and you get hardly anything on it, and you think, what's the point? See, it's back. They're not learning from their subscription errors where, pay $40 a month and you get rubbish. In order to watch anything decent, you've got to add, and you end up paying $100 a month, right? Well, they're doing the same thing with the streaming. You get nothing for $15, and if you add everything on it that you want, you end up paying $80 a month, in which case, sorry, I might as well just stick with the Foxtel I've got or watch Netflix for $15 a month.
Yeah, it's got
on 5 screens, right?
Yes.
5 screens throughout the house, Netflix for $15, $3 a screen. Hello.
So
they're just making the same mistakes. They've got to get out of this analog mentality of give them rubbish and they've got to bolt on this to get something. It's like buying a car and say, oh, look, you can have this car for $10,000, drive away. Oh, but the engine's extra.
Yeah. I think, look, for me, and look, I get where you're going with that. And I think for me, yes, I wouldn't go near Foxtel at all. If I was into movies and TV shows, it'd be Netflix. But for me, Foxtel, this would probably work out maybe either about the same or maybe a little bit cheaper, with the added benefits of doing the Foxtel Now. Because all I've got Foxtel for is the sport, right? All I've got it for is the NRL, and that's it. And that is it. Kim will watch some crazy crap all the time, But if it wouldn't bother me if I got rid of it. But the NRL, so now, if I went to do the Foxtel Now, I'm pretty sure I could stream the footy in HD, which I can't at the minute because
that's right.
Because there's an extra $10 for the stupid HD box, so I can't do it. So I'll be able to stream in HD, and I'll be able to say stream to a device and then Chromecast it or whatever to the big screen, which is good. But drawback is I can't tape. Say now while we're recording, the footy's on.
Oh, also, unless you buy the premium pack on Foxtel, on the streaming, you can't pause either.
Oh, right.
So if you want to go to the bathroom, tough.
Right.
So it's just rubbish. This is what I mean. I think, but I want to be able to pause. If my kids come into the room and I want to pause it because they want to talk to me, and I don't want to miss anything, I should be able to pause. Oh, that's an extra this, an extra. See, they're going back to the old bloody model of, nickel and diming everybody. Just say, you know what they should do? $30, all you can eat. You watch how many people sign up for that.
Yeah. But that's
$30, all you can eat. Everything.
There was a friend of mine on Facebook just this week complaining to Foxtel about the new system and how they had so many channels for X dollars a month. And they're like, oh, now it's cheaper. And they're like, yes, you also took out sci-fi and one of the other channels that I want to watch. They're like, yes, but we have wonderful sports coverage. And she's like, I don't watch sports. I got this package because
I want the sci-fi pack. Oh, that's an extra $15. So now it's costing you more.
Yeah. And so I just
the same thing
on there. Foxtel is finding more and more ways to make itself less relevant.
Yeah.
And all they've got to do is stop nickel and diming people. And I guarantee it, if you're listening, Brian Walsh at Foxtel, you're a moron, idiot. $30, all you can eat. everyone will sign up tomorrow.
And also, like, why can't they reduce the amount of channels? Like, what? And like, so why can't they say? Why can't they? Like, say, you know how you got, say, your whatever TV1 is now, because I know that went plop.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, TV1A,
I can't remember
whatever it is. Anyway,
Yeah.
so anyway, it repeats every 6 hours or whatever it is, right? So
Yeah.
why not just take another 2 channels out of the mix, put the shows on those other 2 onto the TV1, so I have no repeats. Everyone records their show anyway because they can't stand watching the stupid ads. So it doesn't matter if your show comes on at 3 in the morning, you're still going to watch it.
You can watch it anytime, yeah.
Who watch it other than sport? Really, who would want to watch a show on Foxtel live? Like as in live,
Well,
you know?
no one. Even we'll watch a lot of the what do you call it, those lifestyle shows, but we don't watch them live. Everything's
No.
taped.
Yeah, there's too many ads.
We watch it at our own convenience. You know, we might watch a lot of some detective shows which we like.
Yeah.
And we watch that. But we don't watch that live. Why would you?
Well, that's exactly why
You
would
know,
you?
what's the what? I'll watch it when I want to watch it.
Yeah, that's right.
But see, that's the thing. I don't get what they're doing. You're right. They're finding more and more ways to become less and less relevant. And all they've got to do is just get with it. They've got too many old fogies in there who've been there for 30 years. Brian Walsh, you're one of them. Get out of there. You're an idiot. And they're just stuck in their ways. They need young blood who can think outside the box.
I do think. I'd also think that the only people they're going to end up with on their books are the older people. You know, the 60s and 70s that can't handle the internet.
Who don't know how to. What's this streaming stuff?
That's right. But anyway, that's
And
what.
or they don't know how to work the internet. You know.
I only want to watch stuff when Foxtel tells me the time of day that I can watch my favorite show.
That's right. That's right.
I don't
The
want to watch
free-to-air
it when
model.
I want to watch it.
No.
Yeah, God help us.
But
Tell me what to do.
But in saying that, I do remember, you know, when I was younger, before tape recordings and all this sort of stuff, it was something special about, you know, you got to be home at 6:30, otherwise you're going to miss it. You know, there was something.
Oh, yeah.
You
There's
know?
something about definitely. I agree.
You know,
And look, major live events like the Olympics or the grand final or something like that. That's still the case.
Yeah.
For me, you can't watch the Olympics unless it's live.
Oh no, that's
Right.
right. But I'm talking about like shows, like, you know, if you didn't see it when it was on,
Sunday night Disney movie,
if you didn't,
for example, right when you were kids.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, for me it was Doctor Who, but you know,
Doctor Who still is.
And there's still something. There's still something special that flickers in my heart when I watch it live on the ABC.
Yeah, fair enough. No, fair enough.
But it's ad free, so it doesn't matter on the ABC.
Oh, that's one other thing. Foxtel, if you're listening, you know how you get a basic pack. What is it, $45 or whatever it is for
the
a certain
box.
amount of for a certain amount of channels.
Yeah, this is
A
for
basic package.
not
right?
not for now, but for the
Not just streaming. That's the normal Foxtel.
yeah, it's about $45.
Right, it's $45. You get. I don't know how many channels would you get.
Yeah, a couple. Nothing.
Let's call it 20 channels, right?
Yeah, probably a little bit, maybe more, but yeah.
And there's a lot of the time there are channels on there. You think I'm not going to watch that. I'm not going to watch that. There's only about 5 of those channels I would watch, right? Now, why can't they think, okay, $45, right, and you get 20 channels? That's $2.25 a channel per month. Why can't I pick my own 20 channels for $45?
Yep.
Yeah, well, that would be convenient.
Right, because I tell you what, my Foxtel bill would be cut in half.
yeah,
but
well, that's probably why.
They might lose money from me, but they would gain money from a lot of people who are reluctant to join Foxtel because they can't pick and choose which channels they want to watch. So they would gain a lot more subscribers on the 45 pick your own channels than they would of the people that dropped
It's
off.
always packages of channels.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's always packages.
Yeah,
Like, for example, Glenn, like you watch this sports package, right?
Yeah.
No problem. But how often do you watch golf
Well, yeah, I don't. I only watch one
or
sport channel.
tennis?
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
why can't you just watch? You have to subscribe for the whole sports package to watch one sport.
Because
Why can't you just subscribe to the NRL channel, for example?
Because the NRL is subsidizing the NRL channel is subsidizing the other less popular channels. So
Tough luck.
Well, yeah, that's
They
right.
you can work out another subsidy. Why don't they get it instead of the NRL subsidise him? Get the customers to subsidise it, because they're going to jump on and pick their own sports. There's a lot of people that will just watch the judo channel. Right? You're not getting them at the moment.
No,
There's a lot of people who just watch the golf. You're not getting them because they don't want to pay $45 to watch golf once a month.
And no one watches Mundine. That's all streamed for free
That's
on
right.
Facebook.
Yeah, because no one cares about him.
Yes.
So if you're listening, Foxtel, $45, pick your own channels.
Well,
You
that's
can watch how many people you get that. And if you got that plus the streaming, all you can eat $30, you got $75 coming out of my pocket every month, and everyone else in Australia is going to go, you beauty, and you'll kill Netflix if you do that. You will absolutely kill Netflix.
But anyway, that's their problem, and the problem they can have. I'm sure they've done all their modelling.
It's going to happen.
Yeah,
It's not going to happen because they're morons.
Yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen because Foxtel's dead. They're finished.
Well, the thing is, right, the only person that will make it happen is Murdoch and his family. That's the only person that will make it. The people that running Foxtel now are useless. Brian Walsh, you listening? It'll be Murdoch. It'll be the young Murdochs that'll make it happen.
Now, moving on from Foxtel, Dropbox will open an Australian point of presence, which will be hosted in the Equinix or Equinox. I thought it was Equinox. Is it Equinix data center?
No, I don't.
No. Anyway, it's announced it will deploy a point of presence in the Sydney data centre to improve upload and download speed for us in Australia. So that's nice of them, isn't it? The proxy will be available to all Dropbox users and will be deployed over the next 2 months. So Dropbox previously worked with AWS proxy, which was limited to certain services. So I don't know. That's probably pretty good. I guess you might say, who cares? Upload, download, speed, whatever.
I think it's good.
Yeah, but you can see the advantage there would be, if you ever done a speed test, say to Brisbane, your speed test comes, if you're on cable, comes out 100 down and 2 up. But you might have that speed to Brisbane, but you start going over to San Francisco, and your speed's like 6 down and half up.
Yeah,
it's got to go a long way.
Yep.
And of all the gates it's got to go through and everything. So yeah, I think that's good. That's good. I'm not a big.
No, I'm all in for that.
Yeah, I'm not a big Dropbox user, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I use it all the time.
Yeah,
great,
right.
love it.
All right, well, let's go through another couple of Jaces. I've got another couple relatively quickly because we're starting to run out of time. We've got to get through all this Apple stuff. So, Jace, what else have you got?
Crypto Asset Fund is looking to raise $400 million to buy into the blockchain frenzy. Timothy Enneking started a cryptocurrency fund in 2014 when the market was almost exclusively Bitcoin. It's no longer the case. The 58-year-old money manager is now aiming to raise up to $400 million for a crypto asset fund, a diversified pool of digital currencies and assets that he expects to be in the tens of millions of dollars by the end of this year. With a soaring value of Ethereum, Ripple XRP, and NEM, the top 100 cryptocurrencies combined are now worth more than $98 billion, according to CoinMarketCap. Bitcoin accounts for 46% of the total. Enneking said just 6 to 8 months ago, the total value was in the low teens and 85 to 95% was Bitcoin. We can actually now apply much more sophisticated tools to a portfolio of investments, said Enneking, who started managing money in Russia in 2002 and is now based in San Diego. I don't think the world has seen but the pointy end of the spear in terms of what's going to happen in cryptocurrencies. Crypto asset is a trading fund, so it's not for buy and hold investor. Enneking said that the minimum investment for the fund is $25,000, and most of the institutions that approach him have between $100 million and $2 billion under management.
Yeah, right. Well,
yeah, look, I don't understand crypto funds, and I like good hard currencies, I think.
So as of today, Ethereum has reached a high of $261.13 per Ethereum, whereas in March it was $18. So it's gone from 18 to 261.
How can that be sustainable?
I'm not going to try Bitcoin because they're like $2,800.
But what's behind that value? Is there when Apple shares go through the roof, there's something behind it. There's something behind it: products, revenue, profits, right? What's behind Ethereum? What's that? It's just speculation.
Speculation and people investing in it.
Yeah, it's a Ponzi scheme. It's demand driven, but there's no outcome.
It's
really
just fluctuates.
If you liquidated the fund, everyone would lose because it's a Ponzi scheme.
Well, it only realizes its value once moves into the real world somehow.
Yeah.
That's right. So if you're buying and selling, you might make some money on the speculation.
Yes.
Because it's demand driven.
Yeah.
But but there's nothing
I've got-
behind it.
I just set up Ethereum mining on my VPS in Sydney, the Minecraft server, just to see how it's going. So I'm going to see how that goes. Can't hurt, and it doesn't cost anything. It's just time.
Well, if it's not costing you anything, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you
and
go?
It just mines Ethereum like mining Bitcoin.
How do you go with your server host or whoever he is, who with your
Look
CPU
good.
just chugging away doing that sort of stuff all day long? Doesn't care.
Yeah.
It's all
Well,
good.
it's been doing Minecraft, and also it hosts all of our podcasts,
Yeah.
which get quite a lot of hits as well. So it's got unlimited up and download bandwidth, so there's no problem with cost or anything. So I just
Okay.
thought I'd whack that on there and give it a go.
Yeah.
But I've been
What's
doing
the value?
early-
Check your value now, mate. Go and check your value. Go on.
$0. I started it yesterday.
Oh, right. Okay.
But,
Zero. Okay.
The
Fair
other
enough.
thing is that the best thing to do is to join a mining pool. So you join up with a bunch of other people, because the chance every, say, X amount of hours or whatever, an Ethereum will be mined, and that'll go to whoever happens to have their computer connected at that second gets the Ethereum, and everybody else misses out. So then they start mining again. So if you're doing it by yourself, you might make 5 Ethereum every couple of weeks. But
Nice.
Well, at
if you join-
261, that's not bad.
That's
Yeah.
all right for nothing.
And then if you join a mining pool, say there's 100 people in the pool, one person will mine that. Every single person in the pool gets 1/100th of an Ethereum. So everybody every day is constantly making a fraction of Ethereum, which builds up. So if you've got 100 people, more often, more Ethereum's going to be mined, and more people will be making fractions, which will add up
Yeah.
into money. Just
Ones.
by having a server, you can have it run on your desktop computer, leave it running overnight or something, or during
My
the day.
computer never goes off anyway.
Yeah.
So
You can just sit it there. You have to be careful though, because with most of the cryptocurrencies, you have a wallet, which is a file on your computer. And if your computer crashes, you've lost all your Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever, unless you've got a copy backed up. So you need to always be
oh, you've always got a
backing
backup.
up your wallet all the time, or you
Yeah.
end up losing it, like a lot of people have. Their hard drive crashes, and I had 800 Bitcoins, which is like worth $2 million now. And
Will. And what's the website off the top of your head if you want to go and have a look at that to install it? Or that something.
if you want to check out prices of the different ones, I'm currently on coindesk.com.
Coindesk.com. Let's have a look at that website and see what happens
And
there.
it shows you the different values of the coins. Bitcoin is currently $2,797.
Where does it show you that? Oh yeah. Oh, how much? Yeah, 2,800 USD for a Bitcoin. Wowzers, it's crazy.
And if you got in at the start of it and you mined 100 Bitcoins, 100 times $2,797 is quite nice.
Yeah. So this
So the
Ethereum.
Ethereum project is at ethereum.org.
Yeah. Okay. Well, go and have a look at that, everyone. See if you can get some
You download a
Bitcoins.
little program, just run it on your computer in the background. Or
Mm.
the best, the really hardcore guys have got like 4 or more GPUs in their computer,
Oh,
because GPUs got better processing power than CPUs, and they mine a lot faster because they're better at doing calculations than just the CPU that's in your computer.
it's incredible, isn't it? But I suppose.
Well, you can have a few computers running at the same time, couldn't you?
Yeah. Off the one.
You can have multiple wallets and join them all together, transfer between your wallets, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Pay my mortgage.
Yeah. Might have to get into this, Eric.
Guy I was watching on Twitter a few years ago, when Bitcoin went up really high, he sold a bunch of it and bought a $800,000 house with cash,
Oh,
just from the
jeez.
Bitcoin that he'd mined when it first came out.
Oh, all right. I've got to get into this stuff. Now, look, if you go over into Russia, you can buy Instagram likes. That's correct. You can pick up Instagram followers and likes from a vending machine while you're out doing your shopping. So there you go. Go and have a look at that one of those. Now, I'll tell you some more about that. 100 followers will cost you $2.30. It does perform. The other functions it performs is including printing photos from your Instagram account and buying flowers and likes for other social media platforms, including VK, whatever that is, which is especially popular in Russia. So there you go. The old Instagram like vending machine. But apparently, if you use it, your friends can expect a bit of spam.
That's crazy.
So, it is crazy, isn't it?
Why not just have an interesting Instagram feed that people would like to follow?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, well,
You know, I got over 1,000 followers on Twitter, and I just talk crap.
Yeah, well, that's right. I don't know where my followers come from either.
Porn.
Yes. Now, what else have I got here? I think that might be about it for me, apart from the Apple stuff. So, Jason, do you want to just quickly run through another couple of yours?
Couple of things. Yep. Some of the internet's biggest names are banding together for a day of action to oppose the Federal Communications Commission, which is working to undo regulations for internet providers that it passed during the Obama administration. Among participants are Etsy, Kickstarter, and Mozilla, the maker of the popular Firefox web browser. Also joining the day of process will be Reddit, the startup incubator Y Combinator, and Amazon, whose chief executive Jeffrey Bezos also owns the Washington Post. On July 12, the companies and organizations are expected to change their websites to raise awareness of the FCC effort, which is aimed at deregulating the telecom and cable industries. Mozilla, for example, will change what users see on their screens when they open a new browser window. At stake are the government's net neutrality rules, which prohibit internet providers from blocking or slowing websites or charging them special fees in order for their content to be displayed to consumers. The Digital Rally recalls a similar online effort in 2012 by Google, Wikipedia, and others to protest federal legislation on internet piracy. The companies blacked out their websites in an effort to show how the bill could lead to censorship. So this is like if you have a streaming site, you wanted to take on YouTube with a smaller version or something, and Comcast could say to you, well, a lot of people are going to be using a ton of our bandwidth just to look at your videos, and so we're going to slow them down because we don't want them using all of the speed on our network. But if you pay us, a couple of $100,000, we might take the speed limit off your site.
Yes, that's pretty dodgy, isn't it? I don't know if I like that idea. Yeah, that's no good at all. But anyway, that's look. If it goes into America, it'll come here as sure as the sun shines in the east. Now, is what else we got? Eric, what's been going on with Apple?
Yeah,
give us some
Nothing,
Apple,
mate. Move
Apple
on.
stuff.
Nothing. Nothing happened.
What happened?
Nothing happened
all right,
this week.
so this other story I've got.
No, you better tell us that. We'll quickly
look,
Chase's other ones.
They had
nothing
their
particularly interesting.
No, not really. They had their worldwide blah-de-blah conference
right
during the week. And what did they release? Let's see. They upgraded
Some things are
their
bigger
MacBooks.
and faster.
Yeah, MacBooks, they really upgraded their MacBook Pros, mainly the processors, not much else. New iMacs, and they've now got an iMac Pro, which is pretty good. But I don't need one. $5 grand US. So with the Apple tax in Australia, that's 10. That becomes 10 grand.
Now,
but look, they're nice. They've always been nice machines, nice looking, but they're just speed bumps at the moment. Speed upgrades mainly.
So you're going to get what were they? Macs? Are you up for a new Mac?
No, I'm good.
You're happy with the one you got? Yeah.
Yeah, I got to have this for 2 years. It's sweet. It's clean. It's fast. Yep. Everything's SSD, no problem. 16 gig of RAM, i7 4-core processor. What do I need another one for?
And what's going on with anything new with phones? Did they mention anything about phones?
They only mentioned, didn't they just mention the software, Jason?
Yeah, they just upgraded iOS to iOS 11, and it's also not going to work anymore with 32 applications. So if you run those at the moment, even just running applications on my iPad, which hasn't been updated, it says this program will no longer work after the upgrade to iOS 11 unless the developer updates this.
Upgrades the app, yeah. They didn't talk about the phone, but I think they tend to do that in September.
Yeah,
I think they'll make that release. They've got the augmented reality
speaker.
Yeah, the Hey Siri speaker, which was good. I'll actually buy one of those, depending on price, because knowing us, we'll pay $1,000 for a $100 product.
Yes,
but
I think it's 400 US or something, isn't it?
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I think it's. I'm not actually sure. Can't remember now.
That's hot. Just while we're talking about the 64-bit thing, I did have a quick story here that not only it's the apps, that some of the apps won't be compatible, but the iOS 11 won't be available for the iPhone 5 and 5C, or the iPad.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, or the iPad 4. Or the iPad 4 when it's released in the autumn.
iPad
What?
4?
I don't get that headline. There's a couple of headlines I don't get. Here it says...
That's what ridiculous, mate.
Yeah, it says Apple iOS 11 mobile operating system will not be available for the Apple iPhone 5 and 5C or the iPad 4. Oh, should have been, when it is released.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this year, later this year, iOS 11. So
because otherwise it sounds like we're going to release the iPad 4,
but it won't be compatible.
But you can't use the software.
That's right, exactly. So
Gizmodo says the HomePod's $349 US retail price translates directly to $466 over here.
That's up there, Eric. That's up there.
The Apple tax after that.
I might have to get a sign off from the CFO for that one, I think.
Oh,
Or you could get a Raspberry Pi and install Alexa on it.
Yeah, that's it. There you go.
Yeah.
But I think they showed. Didn't they show a bit of augmented reality on the iPhone? Was that the iPhone
On
they
the
were doing that
iPad,
with?
yeah.
Yeah, that looked pretty good.
But apparently,
But
I was reading
you'll use it once, and that'll be it.
Then you'll have to recharge because it sucks the heck out of your battery.
Yeah, exactly. What else? They're updating the Watch OS, which no one cares about.
Care factor.
iPad Pro, they're updated the iPad Pro. Apparently, the pen now is 20 milliseconds. What do you call it? Responsiveness.
Oh yeah, right. Yep.
So that's all right. What else they got? What else?
The
New
iPad
Macs.
Pro kept the same physical hardware size, but they got rid of the bezels a bit more. So
Yeah,
got
bigger
a bigger
screen.
screen.
Oh,
But
okay.
as people were saying, oh, what about, I bought a cover for my iPad Pro and I want to get the new one. They're like, well, it'll fit because it's
It'll
the same
fit because
size.
the actual dimensions are the same. Yeah.
Oh, that's
exactly.
pretty good. That's good. It's a wonder they
But
just
look-
didn't change it by like half a mil just to sell more covers.
Hey, don't give them any
As
ideas.
if they would do that. Shame on you, Glenn.
Oh, I know. That's no good. Yeah, look, there's a couple of... Have you finished there, Eric? Is that all that's...
Yeah, I'm done. I don't want to talk about Apple.
Well, I've got another...
Anymore.
I've got an Apple story, but I'm just going on with
Ever a
those.
kid.
But this is a strange one. I saw this story in two different places. One was on CNET. The other one was the Apple Insider. And they contradicted each other. Is that what happens these days? But anyway, it's all,
Just bad journalism.
yeah, it's all about this. Apple's got this machine called the Horizon machine. Now, as far as CNET is concerned, Apple has its own sophisticated machine, the Horizon machine, to repair cracked displays. It's now ready to share more freely. So until recently, these microwave-sized machines have largely been a secret. They've been primarily located in Apple retail stores around the world and in a handful of third-party repair centres. But the repair wait times growing at some of the busiest retail stores that but the repair time was growing. So Reuters reports that Apple will supply about 400 authorised third-party repair centres in 25 countries. Okay, so it's this Horizon machine. I've got a picture of it here for those on the video. There it is, little microwave, little boxy thing. So CNET reckons it repairs cracked displays. Apple Insider says no. It says the cracked screen has to be replaced by a skilled technician, and the Horizon machine merely
Oh, it's a calibration machine
calibrates the
to make sure that
glass.
everything's working and the touch thing and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So
right.
who do you know? How do you know what's going on? It does seem a bit more fanciful that it'll actually repair cracked glass.
Well, no, maybe what it does, you put it in, and maybe there's something in the machine that lifts the glass off without breaking anything, and then the technician drags it out and does his bit, and then puts the glass back on, and then it goes back in for calibration. Maybe it's a 50-50 job.
Well, Apple Insider says while a cracked screen can be replaced by skilled technicians without the machine, if there is any damage to the Touch ID center or the device has a fully laminated screen, the Horizon machine is needed to synchronize the Touch ID sensor with the... Oh, yeah, you might be right. I probably can read that into that now.
Yeah, Boy
Yeah.
Genius has got a report on it saying, shown to Reuters, the machine helps with iPhone replacement and repair jobs and will be found inside the repair centers. To replace broken iPhone displays, Apple still employs humans. But once the new display is mounted, the machine takes over for a few specific tasks that are meant to ensure the quality of the repair process.
So it sounds like, I don't know. I don't think anyone knows what it does. It's that secret. But anyway, that's
We'll
what
have to ask the geniuses at the Apple store.
yeah, if they get
Secret
their hands
squirrel.
on one.
It's funny how they call them all geniuses. None of them. There wouldn't be one PhD amongst 40,000 of them.
The first machines will be deployed to Best Buy stores first, as in the US, with one in Miami, San Francisco, then London, Shanghai, and Singapore. So it doesn't look like Australia's going to get one. We're going to miss out, but anyway. But so other than that,
Mike.
yeah, Michael down there, Aussie Mac Zone, he won't get one. So I guess how do you replace the screens now? I guess you just got to do it by hand.
By hand.
Yeah, right. Well, there you go. So that's the Apple Horizon.
Or take it to the Apple store.
Yeah.
The Apple stores have got the machines.
If you got one, I got one several hours drive away.
It's only the standalone
do
stores
it.
in Australia haven't been released. The machine hasn't been released to them. But
Right.
all the Apple stores have one.
All right. And Jace, did you want to finish off with how many you got left?
Did you have the video of Liam that I sent you there?
Liam. Oh, that's right. You're going to talk about him. Okay. Let's have a look. Where is it? Hang on. I did have it. Oh, no. Hang on. I did have it. I don't have it.
The link's still in
Oh,
chat.
I can't get the chat. How do I get the chat? Oh, yes, here it is. I got
There
it.
it
Don't worry about me. I'm new to these computer things.
One of Apple's biggest launches this year wasn't new iPhone or iMac. It was Liam, a robot that takes apart iPhones so their components can be recycled. On Wednesday, Apple revealed many new details about its iPhone destroying robot as part of a new public white paper published with the company's annual environment report. It turns out Liam is actually 29 different robots organized in a disassembly line with 21 stations or cells. Every 11 seconds, an iPhone can be taken apart into 8 different pieces. Apple estimates that each Liam can take apart 1.2 million iPhone 6 units in a year, and it currently has 2 of them up and running, one in California and one in the Netherlands. At the end of the process, Apple is left with boxes comprised of only a single component, like a screw or a battery. So there's a video.
Is this when they recycle them? Is that what this is for?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a video.
Do they lose Liam's brother to put them together?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, probably. Or his sister. His sister's probably
Liam
good.
Gallagher?
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
Noel.
Yeah, his sister.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Noel and Liam get together.
Yeah.
How they punch it on? I'm doing that.
No, I'm putting the hammer through it. No.
I'm better than you. I'm better than you.
So, look, for those on the video, I'm just playing the video now, so I'll wait till that finishes for you guys. It's only got a couple of seconds to go. But yeah, so this robot takes the iPhone apart piece by piece. Oh, there's a lovely picture of the countryside. Isn't that nice? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think that's about wraps it up for this week. I think we've covered just about everything. As I said earlier, if you want to go more into the WWDC, have a check out, download the Aussie Mac Zone. I'm sure those boys. I haven't listened to it yet. That's remiss of me, I know. But I'm sure they talked about the WWDC. I know they postponed the show until after.
Oh, look, they got into their best pajamas for that one.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. So Aussie Mac Zone, check that one out. And that's about it. Other shows, don't forget, is the Obsidian Loft, Old Far Geeks. How's Will? He's been crook, I hear. So hopefully he'll get
Has
better
he?
I
soon.
haven't heard a lot from him. Yeah, he's been having days off.
Yeah, so get well soon, Will. And you want to find us on the Twitter, you can, at Aussie Tech Heads, at Glenn Goodman, at Warlock, at Eric with a K Franco. And you can use the hashtag OzTechHeads. I might follow that one day and see if anyone uses it. I'm sure you do. All right.
You'd be like Donald Trump. You're fired.
Yes, he's going to tweet through the Comey hearing or whatever.
That'll be interesting.
There's a pub somewhere. I was reading. There's a pub somewhere. It's going to offer free beers if he tweets through the hearing or through.
Nice.
I would suggest that he probably won't be allowed to.
Well, he does. He's probably not allowed to do a lot of things, but he does them anyway.
Well, it's true.
If he's anything, if he's nothing, he's entertaining. Don't forget everything else. You can hear us on the Aussie Tech Radio 24/7 wall-to-wall podcast from Australia and New Zealand. Look, they do go around every 6 hours. There's about 6 shows, so they do repeat. But I'm sure if you come in, wherever you come in, I'm sure you'll hear something different every day. So you can do that. More shows going up all the time. So if you've got a show that you want me to put up there, it's tech-related, of course, and it's Australia or New Zealand, let me know. I'll put it up there. There's also a webpage where you can listen to it straight off the webpage. More instructions are at aussietechradio.com. All right, thanks, Eric. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for giving up your cold.
No problem. Thank you, sir.
Cold day. And Jace, thank you once again.
Yeah, good to be back again. See you next week.
All right.
See you next week.
Thanks, everyone, and we'll see you guys next time we go around for Aussie Tech Heads. Okay, take care and bye for now. Go the Sharks.
Bye.